side and they start from, then an alumni end with them, and not only the Wakafine buses, but also the other forms of transportation that the Poda and Keke, they all go for use them terminals, and they again will come. Mr. Ken Green maybe go deeper into that, or if they get any questions to that. Now, regarding the air transportation, of course, we don't see a lot of work where they don't do the. A lot of improvement we Madam Barry in Sefton do the, and also we don't see we don't get more flights than way they come into Sierra Leone, and also we even get 2 more airlines that we would in discussions with. We very soon there's a will for come. Regarding the sea transportation, also the port. We don't see a lot of successes, but we get some challenges again regarding the sea and also maritime, where the DG and the ED then will talk about then but we don't make so many progress at the impact that they. That's the first part. The second thing we are do also now that when His Excellency say we all for go and then sign a performance contract. So, Mr. Bintada and Fit, can you imagine, we'll get all these incredible individuals there, we're from part of the ministry. So, the task where His Excellency give me not going for do by myself. Mr. for break down that task that day to all them individuals there, whether they are, the colleagues them there, for make sure we do the right thing. And so then we get for camp, they sign them performance contract. We, as His Excellency, they evaluate me. Now so me said they evaluate each and every one of them for make sure say they perform and then do their job very well. Currently, Sierra Leone will continue for excel, not just the maritime, the transport sector, they excel, not just inside Sierra Leone, but also outside of Sierra Leone. Currently, the chancellorship of the Regional Maritime University, where in Ghana, now we Sierra Leone, now we they head the university there as a chancellor, and now me eventually they perform that role there as chancellor. The final point before the 1 minute end. Now that I just want to use this opportunity for recognize 3 individuals. Them I don't know if they live within this room. Then Mr. Amara Dumbuya, Mr. Joe Karimu, and Adams Seri, and Mr. Abubakar Kuruma. If they can come forward here, please, to the media for let them just see them and recognize them. When I come up very fast. Fabul them, these 4 individuals that we will not see. These 4 individuals them, I think Salon, they make are really proud for being a Sierra Leonean. These 4 individuals in the Wokna airport, we get bad people and when they try for past bad things them at the airport. These individuals there, each one of them where you see, when I don't believe say they offer money, not just yields but dollars, not just $100, $200, $5,000, $10,000, and even more. They offer unto each one of them at separate times for let them go able for bribe them, for let them all show them, say, hey, then get them bad thing they already pass with. But I don't believe say them 4 individuals there at 4 different times. They all refuse their money that day, and today I'm proud for telling us say and we're able to apprehend the individuals that they right now they're in a court, so not able to do anything towards that. So now then these Sierra Leoneans wanna see them and wanna not clap for them. They really do very well. So that's it. Thank you from your side.
Wow, not to always Ukis get we compatriots them for telling them thank you for their service. On behalf of the government of Salone, I want to join the minister for telling them we for compatriots them thank you for where they put Salone above all else. They show say the country big pass we and they put the country above that they owe 10,000 if you don't get good and stay for let people smuggle drugs and people don't get bad name. The things not. Mr. Minister, I also want to tell you thank you for one thing where you say and where you set example for all our cabinets and the performance contract. You know, the first minister will do that. We bring the team can together, you cascade the performance contract will be done signed, and as you know, I've been already asked at the copy from you on that side because if somebody to do something excellently well, which you supposed to do, I for copy from her. So we said that with this thing, we said to adopt that same process thing. Now you set the standard that you are the first possible one. So this minister, an outstanding minister, and we tell you plenty thank you. Now, because the minister frame around land, air, and sea, in terms of the interventions, we do the same thing. We start at the land. So we come to public transport. After that, we go to road safety. Now we only handle the land side. So we give around 7 minutes each. And I see this. This will time by the way now. That's the pilot. So like here is the whole thing. Yes. We and the noise we can do. So I start with Mr. Kevin for talk about. I think that one of the most popular sector right now in the country, the minister call it the iconic Waka-Fi. Who start with day on the question of public transport, especially in the metropolis of Freetown and around. With the status of this project, who say you do right now in your interventions and waiting people to expect next? You can 7 minutes.
Thank you very much, Honorable Minister. Make myself start firstly by thanking the able and supportive minister. We don't support me in most of the things they want to do, and also extend my gratitude firstly to His Excellency the President for appointing me and give me this challenge where we get. I want to go straight to public transport, Nassau. Fumble them since the inception of Sierra Leone Sierra Leone Road Transport Corporation in 1964. The transport sector not ever gets any authority when they regulate public transport. So when government received the 52 million grant, I will split up 50 million from the World Bank and 2 million as counterpart funding from the government of Sierra Leone. So in total, 52 million. Then decided for create this project, we will now know what's now in an IRON project, Integrated Resilient Urban Mobility Project, we reside at the Ministry of Transport. This project begets 4 components. One of the main components now before transform the Sierra Leone Road Transport Corporation from an operator to a regulator, because they realize nobody know they regulate public transport in the entire country. And in addition to that, they also try to create the informal sector, then Puda, then Okada, they bring them together for formalize them, make them begin operate now like how SLRTCBD, so that they will get stuff then, we will work, get pension, we will get paid leave, and all that kind of thing. Because when we remember na the informal sector, the Puda people now turn them take. If that Puda the wreck, you don't get leave. When you don't owe, you don't pay the egg Puda thing, where you don't get pension. So this project see and fix. So in addition for transforming the Sierra Leone Road Transport Corporation from operator down to the right bus, run bus, to the regulator, they want them where they tell them waiting them for do, how they for run the bus them, almost o'clock they for run the bus them, whose kind driver they forget, then decide they for form this one. So as a result of that, they enact the Sierra Leone Public Transport Authority Act on the 24th of April last year, 2023. And in that act today, they repeal the Sierra Leone Road Transport Corporation Act because we know government no one be operator and regulator at the same time. You know, be the player and the referee. So they create, as a result of that, we create the MTC, we are the Metro Transport Company. Now, who do they get this company? It's fine for let people they understand that today. What the government do is say, them people here who want to create so at the informal sector, they're not getting nothing. Now, and today, it's today, they come back for tomorrow. Let we give them seed money. So government will kill 50 boss them and give them people here at the informal sector at a 50% discount with no interest. Mark that. No interest whatsoever. 50%. So this worker find boss who na this is so. Now government don't say we don't loan them. Them people here where we don't bring together. Drivers Union, Pura and Transport Owners Association, Passenger Welfare, Commercial Tricycle Association. All them people here we wanna know. Now they own worker fine, yeah. Now they get worker fine. Not to government get worker fine. Waiting government do now for loan them like seed money. Make una self grab, una talk for una self, then una multiply and una grow. Now then the nine governments do. So remember, government give them all them boss they at a 50% discount with no interest whatsoever. So now then the day don't they run boss. Waiting the Sierra Leone Public Transport Authority to do now for regulate them because that is the way forward. If we are all member and if we all get to be honest with yourself, the entire transport system be chaotic. All man they do what they feel for do. With what they plan so now we not reach days. We not reach days. We want to make sure say now we own power. Where Parliament give with this act we are mentioned to UNA for make sure say now we go advertise for route them. Now we go make people transport bus operating company then bid for the route here. And who that win the bid now he go drive that route. So you don't get chaos. So now that is a plan for do. And by the grace of God, when we reach there, all man you will see we able to regulate it. Now we, as the authority, will now say to them, we want to let you run this route for we. You for the run from 6 in the morning to 10, not to you they decide who say you want run. Now the regulator they tell you. Now we go tell you say now this route here, now 50 bus they want day. Now we go tell you say now this kind driver they want. Now we go set the standard for the driver then. So we say you driver, if you don't reach 21, you don't drive the bus. If you don't pass 60, you don't go ride the bus. If this driver, if he gets any criminal record, you don't go with that. Before you employ this driver, if you don't pass the eye test. So we dey put this standard. So what in SLPTA they do the Sierra Leone Public Transport Authority now for regulates them. Now we go set the schedule. We say now so you the one, we give them working timetable. And we dey monitor. Wait till they monitor you bus for don't clean before you pull out a door. The license for the work, the wiper, all them things that they now part of the regulation. Then what thing we they do as an authority now for monitor compliance. So what we don't do in all of this? Before you do the kind of for make sure say you get the enabling environment for make this kind of operation happen smoothly. So thank you. I know say people will get so much interest in worker fine. Yes, I will go and quick now. 2 more minutes. So in that process, we just make sure say before you get busted move from point A to point B, they forget terminal. So now we realize that normally we don't build a brand new terminal. We now all the the vehicles go begin the operate one. So we pull another region to junction so that they don't cause traffic congestion in that area. We also make sure say this system for be cashless so that you go buy your ticket before you and driver no go get anything for do with ticketing. Waiting with the plan for do this. Wait, I want let people know this. This is not a pilot stage. Now pilot, what that mean? Now land with the land. We not ever do this yet. I want let people understand it. So mistakes are bound to happen. But what will they do now for learn from the mistake then they? So when we scale them to other corridors then they, we for don't perfect them before we reach another stage then. And no say people are very, very much interested in this. Now, even when you're gonna send to the bus station, we don't make sure say we do brand new toilets then for passengers then. So that when they wait for the transport, they get side for ease themselves. And make una remember how transport business be there before. You go to Eastern Police, people like the woman that they jump over window for una bus. Waiting president, you don't do so. When you go to a bus station, you go Calvaton, you dey see people that queue. Bus they take them, they move over 500,000 people a month. The record day, regularly. Now massive improvement in this sector. So me want to make people understand, one, say this bus, waka fine, not a government bus. Now Metro Transport Company, now in get waka fine. SLPTA, and by extension, the Ministry of Transport and Aviation, now regulates who they regulate them. Now we for tell them who's them forward. So I tell you, thank you.
The waka fine also. So thank you very much, Acting DG. Me self get question they want to ask, but I will wait for the question now. But I'm really glad if we don't provide the clarity. Not all government gets waka fine at the headline that day. Government procure the bus, give a private company a very innovative strategy. Government said they stake it at a private company, not so. But the private company operates independently and the authority just to provide the regulation. The regulation includes the routes, includes operating hours, and ensuring that the system is conducive for me and you when you use the public transport. So that as citizens you enjoy the use of public transport by the country. These are part of the vision of His Excellency President Julius Maada Bio. And just want to say one thing about this waka fine. Who starts and I am you just hear it again say you see about 500,000 people on a monthly basis who they use the waka fine bus. That shows say, I can always say the people of this country they are reasonable. When you put in place the right mechanisms, people really appreciate them. And despite all the challenges that we don't get, it's still been a remarkable success. I don't say you and the minister will talk about the plans they want to get to even continue for increase on that. But as they use the road, the bus, we want to know if we safe. Road safety. Reverend Smart CDC, give me an update on what will happen as it relates to safety of citizens. Because I find out, by the way, one of the biggest killers, in fact, I think the single largest killer of young people in this country, in the adolescents, most people don't know this, are transport accidents. It kills more Sierra Leoneans than anything else. Transport. So we have a huge issue. Talk about the mandates of your institution and what you can do for addressing this problem.
Thank you very much, Honorable Minister. And I want to join the colleague for express the thanks to the Minister of Transport. We don't really help we forget a strategic direction in terms of the various sectors. The Sierra Leone Road Safety Authority been started in 1996 as Sierra Leone Road Transport Authority. The time then we just take some functions from the Sierra Leone Police. We've been deal with traffic and other issues that are relating to the road. But then in 1996, the government of Sierra Leone, through the Act of Parliament, they established an institution which they call the Sierra Leone Road Transport Authority. And we realized within that period that after they may get wordings, but the concentration have been mostly on license, driver's license, vehicle license, TVR, etc., etc. So in 2014, the government see and fit for move away a little bit, well not move away, for extend we mandate for begin handle safety issues on the road. We know say safety like very important tool where we need for make sure that the people of Sierra Leone are safe. Minister just tell we say between the ages of 15 to 24, now the third largest cause for death in this country. And from 15 to 30, now the fourth largest cause for death. So it means say traffic incidents, injuries, and also fatalities, like very serious concerns where governments don't look into, and we want to make sure say now a collective responsibility. The Sierra Leone Road Safety Authority now just the lead agency, not to them no more responsible for the safety. We get different players then in line with the UN Decade of Action. We're giving 5 pillars. One of the pillars na road safety management, where you get a lead agency when the Sierra Leone Road Safety Authority. We're responsible for manage and coordinate other players there within the road transport sector. And then players there include the Sierra Leone Police, the insurance industry, the Ministry of Health, and many, many others where they deal with the lives of people on the road. And they also include ports, because they carry the motor carrier in the country. We also include even the public transport there. They cut across different sectors. And we want for that we all know say, now we all business, for make sure say we safe on the roads. You ain't a driver, you ain't a pedestrian are the other way they walk out on the road. You for also be sure that you take care of yourself and you take care of the way you drive. I tell myself the UN Decade of Action 2021 to 30, we just get 6 more years towards that. And it gets 5 major pillars. One of such is the road safety management, we set up the lead agency when I SLRSA. Then you get the second one, when I safer roads. Then we know say that SLRA responsible for make sure the roads are good. They make sure say the potholes they all be done. Plenty people in Kimis understand SLRA and SLRSA. And so they hit at SLRSA on certain things. But we responsibility mainly now for coordinate all the various sectors, all the various agencies where they deal with people. We also get safer vehicles. I think when the minister came in, he don't propose a bill where they get for both parliament and cabinet. Because we get plenty old vehicles them, when they apply, we root them. And this they cause a lot of fatalities. Plenty people that they die where they're not supposed to die because of the kind of vehicles them where they use. And also the spare parts when they come into this country. We know say you go these streets, you go buy brake pad, before you reach Shell company, it don't put. And so most transport, public transport, when they move on the highway, you find out say they be stationary. And as a result of that, many accidents then don't occur. So we move towards a situation wherein we make sure all the sectors that were responsible, all the players that in the road sector, for take good action in terms of moving their own areas then for make we get a better system. And you and me for be a party to that. We need for no say each and every one of we get a role for play with road safety. Not only the leading agency, but me, you, if you see that the driver don't drunk or don't take drugs, if they move people there, try to stop them and not be a passenger inside that kind of vehicle because you lost your life. Again, I want to encourage you all that we dey do a lot. We don't seem for the move a little bit from the license. Not say this is a serious issue where don't they come up. 4 out of the 5 products then we don't privatize them to a company PPP arrangement with an auto specs. And then they deal with the vehicle license, the MOT, the TBR, etc. We they deal basically with the driver's license. And one for a short say, going forward, I get very strong discussions with the Minister of Transport as to how we will we license them very secured and make a way that anybody where they use the license will challenge any country where it travel go. And we also they move on trying to get the international driver's permits when a high standard one, and we hope that very soon that will come to fall. Again, I want to tell you about the post-crash when at the last pillar in the road safety UN decade of action. This pillar, they talk about how we go get emergency services. Okay. How we go get emergency services now the roads, the highways then. We don't establish 2 centers, with highway management centers, one on Mile 91 where they cover the southeast flank, and another within Boroka where they cover the southeast going to the northeast going towards Colombo. So we expect that we will get 16 clinics then we go on the way, working with the Ministry of Health, working with the National Emergency Medical Services, forget ambulance them, forget tow trucks them. We go make sure say then they service people them anytime there is an emergency, then we will respond adequately. Thanks.
Thank you very much. As you can see, we try for providing accurate, detailed, timely information, and we also want for doing in a way that will allow time for them to ask questions. Yes or no question for you, Reverend. This is a direct question. Right now, if somebody want license, they will get license available. Yes. Enough day and then get way for get them. Okay, good. And that's one question that we will get. Now the transition will come on the land. But between the land and the water, the sector will connect with now the ports and harbour authority. Not so, and then they link these two particularly well. Before I give the mic to me on board, Mr. Bio, I want to take this opportunity to congratulate you because recently you win a very prestigious award for excellence in the work you do. I see one article recently referred to you say you don't institute a quiet revolution. You don't go about your business quietly, although when they say quiet, I say, I see this man have bluff man, they like bluff. Of one, you know. But you work diligently and don't do a facelift. In fact, one of the comments they will get prompted online, somebody say they want to know who that they run the bots. You see, because it is see big transformation in the army. This is an opportunity, first step for this platform, for let you talk to people. And one, it's a people authority no more. Now we don't add up. So explain to people, start from here inside the 7 minutes we get, the transition, some of the highlights, because I don't say if we left this man now, one can get, the man will not prepare 32 highlights of things that we get for Kangiri. We're not give you all. But just for saying he's done a lot. But within these 7 minutes, try for summarizing, give people a state of play and it's important enough authorities. Go ahead.
Thank you so very much, Honorable Mr. Bach. And then I want to the language colleagues for thank the Minister of Transport. We really take a look to see that new border, the other things, how it is. You don't introduce me well, or you left one aside, or we left off the security reason and 7 minutes. So me, I have to ask you, beyond the Director General of the Port, we get 13 years clean working experience at the port. Start with Kenya and the port as logistics officer, sales plan to the highest level now the port. And then I come to the organizational program. The organizational program will mean say the port was established by an act of Parliament in 1964. we amend that 1991, 2002, 2006. So 2010, now they will take a big transformation wherein they privatize the port to concessionaire. Meaning, government take a decision, say, so they want to make money out of the port and call private people that take part for the one port. So we get two major concessionaires, then we get one way now, Bolori, FTL, and then NSBT. So Bolori then in charge of 100% containerized cargo and then 20% of bulk and weight bulk. And then you get NSBT on average country, you get 80% bulk and weight bulk. We get other companies that we call LSS, ITS, and whatever, because of the time, I know we will explain it. There is a whole divide here. And then also, and it comes straight down to the data then, because the one part of the key indicators the one that we are set for myself as a target, so that I know whether I make progress, whether I develop the port, whether I increasing the volumes, and all. So I use 2022 and 2023 data to show CSA clearly if I make progress. So I use 2022 and 2023 data for that to know if I make progress. So one, the vessel traffic, we increase vessel traffic from 426 to 2022 and 2023 to 435. So meaning we increased by 9 vessels. Okay. With that one day, we cover again for the import TUs and then the export TUs. 2022, we import 61,000, and then 2023 we do 68. So total, where you put all of that one day from the 2022 from 2023, we make like 11% increment. So that then are a big plus again for the government. And then with regards to the import metric tons, that are the bulk and weight bulk again, we make increase of 9% again with an additional for the ports. I can now again to the cargo handling operations at the ports. 2022 and 2023 again with regards to imports, we make a 3% increment, and then also for exports again we get an increase of 27%. Waiting now and again. This why all, if you send out to monitor a figure, that means government make more money in terms of the revenue collected at the port. Okay, then I don't explain say we concession the port to 2 major concessionaires them, and then with the reforms that we will do, one part of the major reforms that we will do now for total that will cut down on the turnaround time, meaning we vessel they come in, we make sure so we offload them and go back. Because first time we vessel they come in, they take up to them 2 to 3 weeks for let you offload container and then allow the vessel to go. Now at the time I see between 12 to 24 hours, 48 hours, we vessel they come, we offload them container, the day for let them go. Waiting that they mean so we use the LTG, when they ship to shore cranes them, and the LTG is a way they take container them, because also have manually them do that. So okay, the importance of SLPHA again, now the gateway to the economy. Like I say, 60 or 65% of the revenue government they use so far now to the generator. So I want for let the public know say again say the need for the support we instead of the pull it down. Pull-down syndrome, they really they may not give the public opinion that much. Okay, I can't answer some of the functions there. Like I make it very clear. Before 2010, they be referred to it as a service port. After 2010, we to the landlord port. What does service port mean? Already the ports we they do before, or already we come with the concessionaire that we do. We have to do cargo handling, shore handling, stevedoring, towage, pilotage, scanning, weighbridge, CTN, examination, ferry, medical, and engineering. Nothing than the way now the ports are which said they do. But for reason best known to the government, they look at us as the government not really make much from waiting the ports they do. They decide for like concession or privatize their functions and they. So I go through my achievement there. I don't say I get 2 minutes more. So I get a lot because I talked to the minister. I try for release from 25 to down to 17. So where I take over the mantle in 2023, one part the biggest thing where I talk to my international partners, they say you act, they speak differently, and then you do differently. Meaning we act, we state say we a service port, but to perform the role of landlord port. So first thing I do with the support of the minister and all, we end up for like enact the 1964 Act and count 2023 Act. And then 24 hours pilotage, because that's one of the things that are already able to grab the attention of international partners. We best to come inside, you get for make sure see service as fast as possible and allow them for Lego. We do that back again. We increased the vessel cost, like I explained, from 2022 to 2023, we increased it by 9%. How that happen? Because of the internet connectivity we have to do and all. As soon as remember, something may happen at Guinea Port, they get explosion. They not be ever feel say Salone will handle Guinea. We handle Guinea with peace. No one will be there. Now we don't Guinea. That they also help for like how to revalue. And then residents in 5 game changers that we work on talk about recruitment or capacity building. So where I come, I look at and say yes, we get a lot of youth and the streets will not get job. I begin for take 200 youth where I get a permanent job. And then we move from paper-based to electronics. The one that we don't use for one port, they know that what they say, first then a man already they take, see them work out, come on with paper, go on with paper. But when we take over, I make sure say one party they were asking international partners and say, we they put money for help for IFA, international port and hard work. There's no way we get about. So the Director General and Ghana Port, Michael, said yes, that's true. So we asked for money that will say, okay, now we want for book paperless. So they give us some money, they want 64,000 euro in a grant, so they give it. We implement system that we say no more paper. Because first they take paper, so it creates the delay time. Then okay, then again, where I take over, I monitor the concessionaires there, and I realize say with concessionaires there they make money, and one party see the way they show me say yes they make money, and the way they declare dividend. Government get 20% share in the Bologna operation, so they declare $20 million dividend, where government get $4 million because of the 20% to get, and then we increase again the cargo transit. First year when we take over, that been 200. Now we talk about 1,900. Waiting now and even the transit container that we go Guinea, Liberia, and all. We don't increase that. And then we do Adepa do another expansion again. Like I say, where I start me life now port. I do one expansion where I be there as country procurement director for the region, weighing at 270 meters length, 13.5. Now be facilitator because I be the head. And now where I don't sit over again, I do another expansion now where I can launch as the director general of the port. We don't do 97%. I will go for Corona for join the launcher. Improve the cargo dwelling time at the port. All the system now don't put through, you see the trade facilitation will be very, very fast. Nobody need to hold on to container. If you get all your documents, then you can be clear. And then they say the one day when you go use that 2x4, clearing for the agency, they don't because no secret they go for cab. You will go use reputable clearing for the agency, you get all your documents. You were able to clear the goods before specific time. And then, as we all know, Arise, I talk about bad occupancy, we don't reach up to 70%. Waiting now, what do you mean? That the space to get at the port right now, we don't reach up to 70. So this 70 here now, we get allowance of 30. This 30 here now, if we watch at the projection one from now to 2026, 2027, we reach the limit. So waiting we do now through the Ministry of Transport, we sign up an agreement with Arise for let them do dry port now, where that one in a very good thing, they can pull per chain. And then the final one where I will end with the signing, the agreement to sign again with Gento, because all the containers they will come out the world, then they go first and Morocco, Port of Tangier. And then if you look at them, because of we get natural harbor, first we look for the Rondon instead of the clay hill. So waiting until we say, they engage you say, well, law we can use on our ports for law do that. So we end up signing an agreement to get to a group of companies for transshipment. Honorable Minister, I will stop here for now.
This now an example of when you give the right person the position, when you put young people and sometimes we're competent and qualified, you get results. I think the Director General don't give me detailed with numbers, evidence of transformation. And it starts by establishing incompetence for the position, just for the avoidance of doubts. Because some people can think say because I'm my name, but a position, years of working at the sector, and the excellence with which you don't carry the work we do. For move from period of transitions that they see up to 2 weeks to now they take 24 hours, 48 hours. For move from paper-based way we know say now always a lead to corruption to now it don't go completely digital. And all the other things the way you don't mention. And I also want to just point out say the Arise Dry Port Agreement, as some people have been talking about now, yeah. Some of Fulana, the fourth estate, Binkana, say we don't discourage Arise don't left, we just don't sign a major agreement with Arise. Shows that this government, they take big picture, and I also commend the Arise group of company as well for the commitment and for the work with we for continuing to expand the operation. And of course, we also along board as well with the minister, we bring in paper camp, Mohamed Jensu Kamara, we INSEF, they established as well for April for become a major global ports, transit ports, where we will say cabinets will approve, parliament as well will approve, operations will start. So thank you for all the terrific work you do, and also because, as I can say, you know, man, want to go, we explain that new common here. Mr. Lansana, now we come to you for maritime, the maritime administration about the water. State of operations. You get the same minister. Go ahead, Minister.
Thank you so much, Honorable Minister. I think I also want to join my colleagues in the first place. I think we've been at the last addition to the panel. At the last addition to the family, myself joined the Ministry of Transport and Aviation very recently, but of course, like in the same capacity where my brother don't show. I want to thank the President, His Excellency, for what he thought I'm fit, for making I join the family. Then we have, I don't come in about 3 weeks to 4 weeks. But I think it's a very dynamic sector, it's a very important one. And we set the play with your part. Air, land, and sea. At the sea, we get what they put in place. In the first place, the Sierra Leone Maritime Administration became into being through an act of parliament when in 2000. Then fast forward in 2007, we've been, kind of amend that act. But not really the only thing with the guide we now the maritime sector. We also get the Merchant Shipping Act, we that been created in 2003. But of course, in 2008, they been get an amendment. We also get the Maritime Zone Decree when in 1996. That decree they established the maritime zones. So sometimes we can hear about it in continental shelf. Sometimes we can hear about economic, exclusive economic zones. So all anything they did are part of we own regulatory instruments then. But within the maritime domain, Sierra Leone they operate as one, a coastal state, as two, flag state, three, and then a port state. As a coastal state, now because we get a coast, we border with water them. Now that give we the opportunity for operate as a coastal state. Then under that coastal state, they with their responsibilities. Witness some of the responsibilities, we get for ensure safety of navigation and we water them. We all the work out, we see how then they try for putting in place traffic lights. If you go to other cities, you get traffic lights there. That traffic lights there, now in the guide, people them when they drive along the street. So similarly within the maritime sector, we get aids to navigation. The aids to navigation are in the direct ship them and other vessels where they come now with water. Over the years, some people been used for know about lighthouse and other areas. With my colleague, now they get authority over that. But of course, when we don't come into the new office, me and my executive director, we don't begin engage. How we for work on anything there, for make sure that we people them, and the vessels when they come to the country, navigate the water them accurately. We also maintain, of course, the aids to navigation, and when they conduct search and rescue. Sometimes we can get distress calls when they say, so-so vessel don't go adrift, or so-so vessel don't become grounded, or so-so vessel don't capsize. So the work they do in that area and that, would they rescue people then. That rescue what we they do, now part of the mandate. We not get the right equipment there for do that one day, but definitely speaking, we get a few things in place. We get rigid inflatable boats, we then call reefs. The reefs and they use them for rescue people in the sea. We also get with partners UNDP and SL Marad. They be help we over the years, and they don't help with search and rescue boats. That search and rescue boats, they would use them for save lives them at sea. So if the boat capsize or it go adrift or it go grounded, we always get them distress calls, and they come in, and we get a competent team where they look into that. As a flag state, waiting qualifies Sierra Leone for be a flag state now that we say we're not just a tap to coastal state. We get a port where they operate. So let we get the opportunity for the give flags to countries where they fly, we flag them. So we get over 560 vessels them where they fly salo flag, and we get an institution we know the SL Marad, we know the International Ship Registry. We now they're in charge of that. So alongside with them, we conduct inspection, we conduct assessment on anything, and when they give them, we flag for flight, then we flag them. I say enough time no day, but there is a lot to handle and there is a lot to talk about. As a port state, my colleague don't extensively talk about that, so I really not go into that. But countries where they wish for fly with flag, we give them with flag and we monitor them. Countries where already get flags, what we do now that they give them certification for say you qualify for fly. We flag them along international waters. In terms of search and rescue, of course, I don't talk about that. In 10 years, talking about numbers, in 10 years, this is not the first year where we don't get more distress calls in this country past any other year. The figures now that we don't able to respond to over several incidents where we don't save lives of up to 929 survivors, and we're also able to recover body them when about 8. So I think it's a very big thing, where you're able to respond to the thing and bring survivors on ground, save their lives, and they save for the few incidents and we sometimes will not receive their calls in time. Rex now one thing we sometimes over the years ships that don't go down, things that don't happen, accidents don't happen. We also get the authority there for receive their Rex, and in fact my boss now the chief receiver of Rex. So when they receive the information and they will act on them. But currently as it is, we don't institute for carry on a survey for able to inform we about how many wrecks we really get now with water them. Because the wrecks, and if person don't see wreck there, then it travel, then at the water, tendency they say you go run into the wreck and that will cause accident. Aids to navigation, I don't talk about that. Environment. Of course, we also regulate the environment. We're not the only one. We work alongside. Thank you so much. Yeah. So we also work alongside with the Ministry of Environment and also Environment Protection Agency for make sure that we take care of the environment. So as I speak, we don't also review the oil spill contingency plan. When are something we will tell we see if incident like this happen at sea. Waiting we for do. Ratification of international conventions. These are statutory instruments, right? So we get well over 30 of them one day. We don't ratify all of them. The waiting now we do now for domesticate them. Domesticate means for actually bring them into real laws them and make sure they are binding at international level. So we all know they achieve all of this all alone. We get partners with our international partners, we get local partners as well. SLP, one such partner, all my colleagues around the table, they are all stakeholders in that. But we also get other indigenous organizations with our partners. So what we have done so far, we don't start engagement with JICA, for instance. We all know about Japan. Japan, a completely island country, they get expertise in the maritime. So anyway, when follow-ups come, then we can. Thank you so much.
Snapback just don't take 3 weeks like this. How long is it? It'll take 3 to 4 weeks. Next episode, all the team they give all the detail there. It shows because they build their points. Be very intentional about people the way they put that in position. Yeah.
I want to tell Mr. Emmanuel B. Lanton, I'm plenty thanking a man way I don't know for many years, get very deep respect for as well. And I don't need saying a man way he take his work diligently. Because for somebody with 3 weeks in the sector, he will kind of a master so the way that he do, and so I think he deserves a lot of commendation. Now I think Shakespeare then says sometimes the things that we matter to be with the serve the last. Now we go to the air. So the sister, Madam Musaya Obagi, that they know me no say, I get respect and admiration for the work we Madam Bagi do at the civil aviation sector. I don't kind of hear a couple of times before. That be a very popular sector where they take over. Ports, blame issues, all kind of things. But with poise and calm, a minister, they don't really work as well for stabilizer sector, for expand opportunities. Recently, he hosted major international engagements. He brings some of the major people around the world for show sequence, the viewing leadership and vision. Will they continue for expand for less and not become an ideal destination? Any minister that they give you some announcements at that event and say more and more news they can. So today I hope say they can add some flesh to that tease news zone I've been giving the last time. But over to you, Madam DG, for the Sierra Leone Civil Aviation Authority, Madam Musaya Obari.
Thank you very much, Honourable Minister. I think I would like to start with thanking His Excellency for appointing the first female Director General of Civil Aviation, the way the country don't ever get. For me, it was a huge honour. And I would like to inform you all for say, globally, there's only 10 of us with our women where they head the aviation space around the world. And Salone, we will be very proud in one of the countries then we get a woman with the head that space. Secondly, I would like to inform we all for say globally, I believe Saving are the youngest Director General of Civil Aviation. So on a double point, I would like to thank His Excellency for giving young people the space and the support for coming to governance. I'm not going to go too far without thanking the Minister, because every now and then, as the brother point out, we get for run to run and cry for support, for make sure we're able to execute the work with His Excellency Giwi, and also for deliver on the performance contract with INSEF no Giwi. So we did under tight pressure. Honestly, where I take over the Civil Aviation Authority, I've been there before on this platform with you. I've been able to explain to you. That's similar to my brother at the ports. I don't deal at the industry for over 11 years, 12 years at the airport. And I also want to say I come into an authority where we can really set a strong foundation. So it will make me work somehow easier. I get to understand, say, outside of all the achievements that we will be not make as a state in terms of with safety and with security ratings, we will still get couple challenges when it comes to flights, when it comes for the recognition where the industry need really for room. So we begin looking to those challenges. And one of the things then, the major things that we will understand is, since 2008, Sierra Leone done day on the European safety list. For people in they call on the blacklist. What that mean is, any aircraft where registered as Salone, where they fly the call sign of Sierra Leone, it banned from flying into the European and the UK airspaces. So one of the major things that I've been wanting to do, now for engage with the counterparts in other regions and for see how we will work together for pulling and analysis. So we will begin get direct flights again to the US, to the UK, and we will reclaim with flag status. So about 4 months ago, the technical team, we've been going to Brussels for engage the EU Safety Commission, and we've been there for land before. One of the major things we will be taken away from there was that despite the improvements then, which they recognize, say we don't do in the areas of safety and security, they've been careful really explain to me for say, since 2008, Salone ever registered aircraft again. we not get any aircraft where they fly with call sign. So because of that, the regulatory body where really that the Civil Aviation Authority, the International Civil Aviation Organization, they deal with when it comes to all aviation affairs. So then they get to explain to me for say, at the moment, the capacity within the CAA, they're not able to see how we were able to issue what they call AOCs, and air operator certificates, and how we were able to maintain an aircraft registry. So we say, okay, that is the problem, how do we find a solution? We've been able to agree with them, for later we engage on a 6 to 8 months roadmap, where we partners them. I think say some months ago when I witnessed say we've been getting some guests from Italy, we come. The president of the Italian Civil Aviation and my counterpart DG, then they come salon on the invitation, and they can sign a very important agreement with me, which was an MOU for technical assistance. They'll stop there, where we go now Brussels for meet the EU Safety Commission, then come with me. They sit down with me, they explain to the Commission for say yes, we don't partner with Sierra Leone. And we get every belief for say in the next 6 to 8 months, we will work with them for make sure Salon from Malaga listed. And I'm very happy for informing that say today, as we sit down, we don't open the registry for aircrafts. So as we are now, we process 3 applications for AOCs, which means say for the first time since 2008, we were able to get an aircraft we registered as Salon again. So that's one big news. I could just summarize quickly because this your time is very fast. Again, we really try for encourage connectivity. Where I take office, me and the team, we sit down and we say, what can we do as a regulator for make the environment more friendly for airlines and for CAM, while maintaining compliance? So we end up engaged with a lot of different airlines, and as the Honorable Minister say, we happy for announce say, we did at the final stages with 2 airlines where they can offer enhanced connectivity. We go connect Salon to Guinea, Liberia, Abidjan, and some of the other neighboring countries. You know, say right now, if we want to go any of them countries there, especially Liberia, where they're next door, you get to go 9 hours minimum through Accra or Lomé before you come back down. So that I believe is a huge achievement for we as a state. You know they promote your country outside if you not sort out your issues indoors. So one of the major priorities for me, don't forget, for we strengthen the safety and security measures at the airport. And as the Honorable Minister been recognized, some of the Sierra Leonean colleagues with the work at the airport, we don't really get for issue some very hard and some very strict directives as a regulator for make sure the safety and security of people that when they pass through the airport, it comes first. And I think just on a final note, we don't really work hard for increase the flight frequencies. Where I take office almost a year ago, next month will make me 1 year in office. We've been get a flight frequency of about 37, which means say every week you get flights then where they come 37 times a week. Right now, with the introduction of Ethiopia Airlines, our flight frequency is at 47 times a week. And I think say on the last note I have make one know say, come October, Brussels Airlines, they increased their frequency from 3 times a week to 5 times a week. That means say our overall frequency, they go up to 50 times a week, which I believe is a big achievement for the sector, just in time. We also then work on, at this stage, a charter flight to the key destinations, mainly the UK. Like I've explained, because we still get this issue with the blacklist, no flights they able to come directly if they not use their own base time. So if they see even with Brussels Airlines, if they go London, pass them, pick you in London first, then go Brussels, when are their own home country, before they able to come Salon. So at the moment we're looking at some charters. We go easily traveling during the peak period. And we believe that it will materialize within the next 2-3 months. While I have 1 minute and a half left, I will use my time for explain to when I say that come 1st of October, we're about to embark on another crackdown, not only of traveling agencies, but for make sure we look at the pre-peak period planning at the airport. You know, regulator in working not easy because not only for every organization where they work at that airport, but for every single individual. My brother can really make a good point for say, where you're not regulator, every single person, where they even work in your space, you get for the conditions, you get for the criteria. So Christmas they come, we almost say we get for busy, we family then get for come, but it not mean say we for compromise the safety and the security of that airport day. So we want to let the public continue for bear with we will keep on updated, but every single directive where we issue now in the interest of public safety and security. So I've been one just hammer that going home. Thank you.
Wow. I'm glad the way Minister Imeku did, because if people learn our house sometimes, they wonder what they will do, how if the government they work for them. But I think say today you not go left with any doubt say government get competent people, civil aviation, we national grounds now we get the youngest in the world, 1 of 10 women at the entire world with the lead sector there. This sector, a mixture, but a lot of young people as well. And the work couldn't they do the talk for itself. Now will come people in the argue about ticket price, about this, we tell them say ticket price a factor of many different variables, including the number of flights that we come, frequency, and other things. We don't see because of the work with the DJ and the minister they do from 37, with the chase 50, with the very good news now saying what's else for filling some gap they will get, will they get additional. One big thing we all man they complain about now flying within the sub-region, because that they huge for open the markets, for let get access to the different opportunities where they happen in our region. All the one in the major transformation will happen in the aviation sector. Mr. Minister, for your leadership. Now we get some questions that we don't come online. And they ask all together. And then they go around. If you get a question there, this time we need 2 minutes for the answer and quick. Then we open up so that this always full up so today. The one they wake out question, then you get a chance for asking questions. So I want to pay attention. So if you hear your question, you get for answer inside that 2 minutes today. Okay? Mr. Minister, they want to know about the Sewa Ground projects who stay in the door. And a straightforward one. Somebody say, how will strengthen the maintenance culture? That's a general question for all man. Somebody say, let's make the transport sector not the transport, but I don't understand that question. They are person just writes English no more. He say, they want to know how the condition of service don't improve with Port Authority, aviation, and with Wakafai. So that is a question where the person may actually direct to the minister. So Mr. Minister, I just want to know how things don't improve, but I think we had already touched on the improvement in general. Madam, civil aviation, somebody say, if you get measures in place for track drug and human trafficking, and if data they show say they were to take place internally or externally, I think we just see say the minister showcase. By the way, the question I came before this press conference, so some of them they will already answer them, but the commitment to people for encouraging and that we send the question at the leader. So I want to let more people with the same question. We get toll free line at 818 by text. Any citizen can send a question and we ask them also the online platform for that. But how are they coordinate with Standard Bureau for track the import of expired goods and substandard goods? Big issue this way. Anytime now they come up a lot, including in line with the recent disaster we just seen. Public transport. Whether the punishment for anybody when they use the corridor during the restricted hour, we're not supposed to use them. We get law them for punish the offender then. Why would they allow a betting company? By the way, people don't ask about this, say, when they allow gamble company for takeover, Wakafai, and pool with green, white, and blue colors in a Minister for Civic Education, so they said care about this question as well. National symbols are important and should be used in national projects. So I'm going to explain that to Mr. Wakafai, Mr. Kenke. By time, when we will adopt the MAPOL Convention into the local laws, Salon de suffer because of this.
And how you chancellorship, sir, Mr. Minister, now the Maritime University, the benefits with the people and we to make we not get the university in Asalo. Now that you're a chancellor, we say we win the university. Road safety, who still will clear it together the Ademini and the Abacha, the 60, etc. for the free flow of pedestrians and vehicles. The other question is how transparent the regulation may be with opposing political views for aid for clients and this person back again. People like they want to decide the question. What's not clear again for the English ones and the complex. But I think the question of the regulations. Okay. The law starts with the road safety and then we can this way. So we'll start with you. Go ahead.
Thank you very much. They talk about trader.
You get 2 minutes, you normally say you need for use all the 2 minutes. So if you're able to answer in 1 minute, the 2 minutes are the max. Yeah? Let's go.
Thank you very much. Again, road safety, we concern about each and every one really use the roads, pedestrians as well as drivers, Okada riders. We will notice over the last few years, the Okada business don't escalate so much in the country that you get a good number of them way they on the streets. But together with the police, we will now demarcate the area where they come at top, when they for avoid the CBD, central business districts. And also we get this challenge for traders, the way they move on the streets and they sell. But that mostly in city council, they function, we work with them, and they tell we say when the Sarah grounds done, they will move the people there. We hope say that will be done very soon, and we will try for find ways for make sure the roads stay clear, so that people then will be able for the move from time to time. Thanks.
Thank you very much, sir. Second grade.
Yes, so I go straight to the question on the advert because I think it will become topical in 2 days here. Quick one, the talk say why we pull the green, white, and blue, and I'm not saying this with any form of arrogance. Non law not day, and this country we say power party boss for be in green, white, and blue. If you go to London, you not see the St. George's Cross flag they London boss na red. If you go to Nigeria, you know see green, white, and green, they get blue, they get yellow. If you go to New York, na yellow taxi, they you know see the stripes and the stars. So what you mean try for say is advertisement now a source of revenue for the authority. Yeah, it's legitimate. You will see them all over London, it will be in America, in Canada, the sub-region, it in Nigeria. So I just want to make that clear. So you talk of betting company. You understand? Even when they advertise that here, then yeah. Pass one for a hypocrite who gets casinos them, would see how we not protest against them. From all small, would see now them bad, they get jackpot. All that gambling with that. We get lottery, state lottery. Now we know it's that. But if they tell you say bet responsibly now, only after you don't pass 18. But the point what they try for me, nothing no wrong for them advertise on buses, and nothing no wrong for making do and the other color. Now that's how I'm saying with that. Maintenance culture, I want to make una know say every month we service them bus here in full. We don't do chats, what you call chatting. We don't do chats. We have the fourth one with the pencil every month for just service one bus because you have about 6,000 for just service one bus, and we do that day. What's the improvement we want to find on car? Then take safety into consideration. When you go to Sani Abacha, you don't see the barrier they put there for them market two man and not come and take over there. But before we go that side, not just with this appeal, because I 2 minutes again. I want to fumble them, embrace this good thing we don't come. And members say this service we come. Now una yo. Make una not begin to bring this bring down syndrome pa waka fine. Now na boss.
Yeah, the corridor punishment for people who use the corridor. Sorry, we'll get that clarity on that question. We'll give 1 more minute for that. Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much. And I will tell you within now part of the things that we have failed for addressing challenges. Because in this business the corridors them for only the bosses them with the scheme. Unfortunately, the only way you go really do that is by enforcement. We are working on the enforcement strategy, and we want to do a collaborative one, whereby we get the police, we get SLRA, with sister agency, even this SLRSA and city council. Also, we get control. You go get police, say you do this work here for 1 minute, they don't call our other side. If we able to do that, and we are looking for the resources, we go able to enforce. We know say them police here now for this operation no more than day. Then SLRSA cops here now for this operation no more than day. When once we don't achieve that day, we go able to enforce. At the moment, that's now one of the major challenge, but we also they ask the public for support we in this. Now a major challenge, enforcement, but we'll get there. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much. So, on this question of the advance, I just want to add quickly, Mr. Minister. Now, remember the foundation of this conversation. The boss, not a government boss. Government and buyer, it will be operated by a private company. That private company, their interest are for make money. And part of for make money, they maximize every and all opportunity. So you self with the house, you want for advertise, you want for dress the boss name. Welcome you duly, you contact the boss, whatever you want to see, as long as it meets the basic standards of public decency. Pay the money, then we'll give you the private company, we'll give you, we the government say they get money out of the, and the case 98, 99. Now, basically, now we follow continue. So before we go, 2 more questions on camera. I just want to add to you, Docket. One concerning the Hastings Airport. Somebody said look at the status of Hastings Airport. They say rumor, they say government they plan for demolish about 1,000 hostel for make the Hastings Airport. Since you are Minister of Transport, you get any updates on this? Mr. Get some information on this issue, but I just want to give you a chance for responding. Then we'll talk about time after you. Go ahead.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay, thank you, Honorable Minister. That just goes straight to the point then. The several grounds the individual asked, say, what will they do, or what are the latest on several grounds. Several grounds, really, just for a start, not only they take a lead on several grounds. Several grounds that NACIT. However, I think a lot of improvement don't take place, and NACIT, they coordinate not just with we, but also they coordinate with the FCC, and but as at the top now, NACIT they can take a lead on that, and I believe say not too long from now we will hear from them as to waiting on the way forward. But they don't almost finish the structure, and they try to move the pedestrian, I mean the market woman there from Abacha Street to the several grounds. The second question the individual asked is say, why transport sector not transforming? Well, I don't know, with everything we all man don't say, yeah, if you say again the transport sector not they transform, I don't really know, but we don't see the land side waiting they don't do, with them buses that there and everything where they don't touch on the air as well. We agree with sister waiting don't say, and the maritime and the SLRSA and the rest. So I don't need for waste too much time on that. Chancellorship, yes, you know, some of them institutions they are just like we, His Excellency, the President, he always say, let me always think big. You know, good salon, you go outside. You go any of the organizations that when you go, they say, hey, na Ghanaian head the place. You go to the other side, they say na Nigerian. You go to the other side, they say na we go to the other side, they say na Cameroonian. Why salon? We will get competent individuals then for let them go ahead. Most of them placed today. Look, Security Council. Before we come, all man be they say, hey, salon, we never go Security Council, then they talk everything. By them in the ambassador. Today, that's something of the past. Look what you gain from that. So to the maritime, of course, that the same thing, once we don't take over the mantle of leadership, we will continue for influence decisions. And of course, even now they try for a rate for let some of the young one them go now Ghana day for them go train. We're not going to bring the Maritime University here because not to have them be established, and they tried to establish this was over 15 or so years ago. In Ghana they've been decided, so we're not going to bring cancer alone, but we'll continue for influence decisions there. The other person asked, he said improvement in general with the Wakafine and the port. Of course, Mr. Kegrido addressed that, but you can imagine we move over 21,000 passengers there every blessed day. Not to talk about the cost. You pay 10 euros from Longley, take home inside town. You know, so I'm not going to explain more the benefits we get from that. Hastings Airfield. Yes, anybody who is saying that they demolish 1,000 or 10,000 or 500 houses, not so true at all. That is in the usual bad press or fake news within the key around. Nothing. As far as we're concerned, for we, the military, they ask for let them go use the Hastings Airfield. And at that time, there are a few challenges we get because the runway, they don't get issues, and people that don't go, then just go and go build houses then just by the runway or waiting, and then get the land and they illegally. So of course, the few way they along that path, they are no more than remove. I think just a few, just I think 2 or 3. So that's it.
Thank you, Mr. Minister. I'm going to ask you for asking some message, please. Yes, Mr. go ahead.
Thank you. I think say on the issue of drug detection and human trafficking, we've been not talking about earlier. Just for people that a bit more information, you know, security issues are concerted efforts. So what we see, we will always work closely with the state security forces for. We work closely with the state security forces whenever intelligence comes, and we make sure that the measures we in place at the airport, we amend them accordingly. So recently, those of you who don't travel through Lunge International Airport, we don't institute what we call 100% body search. That means whether you activate the walk-through metal detector or not, the security staff will give you a 100% body search. And this was to complement the drug detection mechanism, because we all know say drugs not to metal. So people can hide them in various different places. And what we don't see from when we implement that measure is we are apprehending people at the airport. One thing where Unago also see say we don't issue various directives around even children, because we get to foresee through intelligence systems that even children are being used to introduce illegal substances within the airport confines. The other key thing we want the public to say, security measures not only begin inside the terminal. From that main gate where you step into an airport premises, security and safety are a paramount issue. So Unagosi say even the amount of people that when they allow to go into the airport premises, we don't get to restrict them, because a lot of activity now the land side in the beginning. Now they the people that they converge, now they people that they arrange. So I think we don't be very proactive and we don't get any success stories from that thing.
Thank you very much. Mr. Bill.
Thank you so very much, Honorable Minister, for that question. The way we used to say about commission of service for staff, then clearly saying we increase 40% across the board, one, and then increase 100% medical for all staff then, and then the final one, we enlist salary there above the minimum wage. So let people know mix.
Supports now, find side for good work.
Yes, definitely.
So the person now call me say, Mr. Leona Mimano.
So let us not mix the idea of we want the whole on private, we give it the business for good. Because quite easily we get an issue with the labor companies where the laborers are strike because of not get better condition of service. And one thing I can always say to everybody is that the jewel of any institution that you staff, if you not take care of them, then definitely you will go into danger. So one thing I always say, I left all the way from the village Saturday, I reach here Sunday and make sure they are so and tell them say they will pay the people, which they don't do. So condition of service at the port 100% okay. Then the other one, the relationship between we and Standard Bureau with regards to drug issues and how do they get
Substandard drugs.
Yes, substandard drugs. And I think we get a very good relationship. So from the port of loading to the port of discharge, you get mechanisms and movements in place. From the port of loading, you get with the thing called the CT and the cargo tracking note. So you get intel from the port of loading, because you get a very good relationship with all ports around the world. They cannot send tips in this one. So before they reach, we get all the parties there. You get the ONS, you get the police, you get the CIS, everybody, including the Standard Bureau. When they check the drugs, then they watch and say, quite recently, we just get another 20 feet container we can. So we get a very good relationship. We have what we apprehend, we are now over to police, and then police and Standard Bureau, something. So we get a very good relationship. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you so much. Somebody asked about the MAPOL, which is simply prevention of marine pollution from ships. The MAPOL Convention, now one of the instruments they will try for ratify. They don't ratify them, now for just domesticate them. So we already get a marine pollution bill with a fine tune, and of course after we fine tune that, then they will be passed as a law, right? Then I just want to use this opportunity, since I get 2 minutes, for add two things. One of the things, and the one we Minister touched on briefly, in terms of human capital development, we're President very passionate about. We, in line with the Regional Maritime University, we don't start STCW training, with our standards of training certification for workmanship. We don't start that training day, and that training day we do them in line with the Regional Maritime University. And Massey Ship and NMA, they don't be one of the key clients then, where we train over 50 people in the first place to start with. But of course, that training then I think they will get for the repeat year on year for make sure that we train more and more people. In fact, we get agreements for countries, for shipland, where they fly with flag. For that, we put about 2, at least people on each one of them already. So it's a big opportunity for we. We don't start that training day, and we get for make sure we, promote them and train more and more people. So if we fly, over 500 they fly with flag, that means over 1,000 jobs for people. So all what we have to do is conduct the basic training for them and make sure that as seafarers they're able to work on the ship. And then the last one we are going to touch on also, now the fact they will be able to move from the blacklist to the grey list of the Paris MOU. And we not happily, we make more and more effort for make we go to the white list.
So we're green now. Green. So now we come on here, we be black. We don't go grey. Now we need to work hard for go white. Okay. Alright, now time for follow ask questions. You see the whole full up today. You are on our team up, we don't get questions. I see those so I will see the one that we did here. I want to see the question in force. Just reiterates the rule. The only star they will get here, that they didn't star. Nobody know we can't turn star here. We come and question you ask. Name, your institution, and your question. Now against time. 30 seconds now, long time for I ask the question. We see past 30 seconds at the turn of my mic. Okay? Now, first rounds. 1, 2, 3, 4 to the lady, 5 to the gentleman with the glasses, and 6. Since I'm 6 panelists there, so I do this round and then I come over. So okay, before that man they ask the question, I just want to take this opportunity to recognize the presence of the distinguished permanent secretary for the Ministry of Information and Civic Education, Mr. Kamara. We are very newly appointed permanent secretary. I'm really excited for getting you as a partner, and I'm glad the way they are with me today. Yes, go ahead. Number 1.
My name is Amos, and I report for Free Radio and Massey TV, and I direct my question to the worker fireman. Several years we don't see for the private for the private taxi, the way they go. If now one person don't want it, they make them 2 police to hold them. But so the worker fine, after we don't get the capacity in the seat. We see it packed full with people that team up. I want to know if that overloading process is a big allowance when it comes to worker time.
Alright, number 2. Ulana be number 2 now, lady. Yes. Now don't make this fast. All man know a number, quick.
Leonard Fati Alan Musha Conte. Well, the minister.
Which institution?
Women's Voice newspaper.
Good.
The minister talked on the Estate airfield, the demolition, the ongoing demolition where they happen around. And the people are still complaining they get harassment from the soldiers then. And also, I want to ask if any agreement there on compensation for the houses they already done demolished so far.
For the 2-3 years when the minister said they will go build the airfield. Alright, okay, we'll answer you. Number 3, go ahead.
Good afternoon, me and Ibrahim Isaac Mansaye. Please, Mr. Minister of Information and Civic Education, let's take this opportunity for present and award to Mr. Bio for its immediate and outstanding contribution. Please, just two minutes. We have 2 minutes. Just give me 2 minutes for that to present this award for its immediate and outstanding contribution.
You, Mr. Bio, una the pay. Una also the pay for this.
Congratulations for the seniors and outstanding contribution in the maritime sector. For the honor way they honor Parliament as the Chief Executive Officer for Center of Parliamentary Operations and Functions. Congratulations. Mr. Minister, thank you.
Yeah, for free. Because we also come in market, so no problem. Clear, yeah. You get question? Alright, key number 3. But thank you for that and congratulations again, Mr. Bill. Go ahead. You know, it's like I don't mind when a man they do that day because always sometimes as salon people want kaya can set trap for a company for pull the other salon man down. Once in a while, let me celebrate the people who do good things. It's a good thing. The man they do well, he understands the man they do well. Can I celebrate? I'm very happy with that. So thank you for that. Go ahead.
I have 2 questions. One for the Waka Fireman,
My name is Ken Green, but go on.
You say you deregulate public transport. I want to know if now only Waka Fine they regulate or they regulate the Puda Delhi. Because taking into consideration, Laos, we know then at the eastern.
You get 2 questions also.
Yes, sir.
You don't ask the one 30 seconds London. So go to the next one quick. We don't hear the question. Very clear. Number 2.
The second question to Maritime.
Yes.
One of you predecessor Maritime is signed an MOU with Jala University. I want to know the status of that MOU.
What's the MOU with the girls?
Well, the MOU now for trade Sierra Leoneans on seafarer, something stuff.
Alright, okay. Thank you for that. Now number 3, so number 4, go ahead, man.
Hello, good afternoon. Good evening, I've been Solomon. I report for because when we go to the DG for ports, quickly I want to just tell you some of the challenges that they face as of now, even though you don't explain some of the achievements them, and also giving the growing concerns around climate change. Waiting at the steps that we put forward for ensuring that we mentally stable practices them within the ports. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Number 5 now.
Good afternoon, Emmanuel Mohammed Kumar, Good Talk Radio. Mr. Ports Authority. Mr. Ports Authority, you earlier mentioned the when I get good relationship with Standard Bureau and other key partners on the port. But now we continually see reports of the substandard products all over the country. Some weeks back, Deputy Minister of Trade announced Nayasi they engaged some shop them with the said substandard products. How comes?
See, so you want to explain how all the entire sector of the world, it's medical, you already smuggle come or you already make your name for answer that day for you. Oh, it's okay. We'll go ask that. Oh, yes, go ahead.
Ibrahim Sarasisi, Voice of Salon Radio. And Gabriel, if you type of talk about the safety aspect. And I want to give you updates of how many people don't get accidents and how many people don't die, and how many people will not arrest for the year when they generate revenue for the country.
Okay, now the last question. This man at Taiwan, right? He want data on accidents, deaths, and all the pieces in this. So we get some very good questions. We'll take this out quickly, and depending on how good we do with this in terms of time, we will come back. Mr. Kemgin, I'll start with you. A few questions. One, just a question of overcrowding at the boss, alleged overcrowding is both a safety issue, but also whether a legal issue. I think, say, around the world, we know, say, public transport get exemption when it comes to regulation of space because it's seen as a public good. So, as I think you will work more on Monday. And then whether you regulate, your regulation be beyond Waka Fine, and how you regulate public transport. The gentleman want to talk about what they see, put there as well. So I think that is your question and any way you get. Go ahead.
Thank you very much, because this really the head for educate and sensitize the public as to what they do. In terms of overload, I don't know what thing we mean by overload, but make I say this to you. And no say, but who people they misunderstand standing as overloading. The total capacity of the bus now 70, 40 sitting and 30 standing. So many no see bus in the map.
They see
overload. Now that's not the actual capacity of the buses. Than the fair.
So we pass 70, now you go overload.
So more people is map the second one, now who we regulate. Now we mandate. If I can get on attention.
All right, hold on. Now, please, go ahead, no worry, we'll give more.
We mandate now for regulate all public transport operators. All public transport operators. So whether na taxi, whether na keke, whether na Okada, once you na public transport operator, that's the mandatory parliament give. We don't start, we just come into effect last year and we start operation February. We just start with Waka Fine. But we want to show and say, gradually as we get the resources, we spread out and it's nationwide, not for just free talk. Don't make that clear. But why is that there? I get 33 minutes. Waka Fine don't bring employment, so not to just the service. The Metro Transport Company don't employ 135 people there. I want to know. If they bring traffic lights, they own the sea footbridge them where they address safety. Where you go see an Longley, you go see an Jue, you see an Ferry Junction, so passenger them for use that day for cross. So it get beaucoup benefits them. So do ya? I want to make una member. Let me embrace Waka Fine now we all service. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Right on time. Mr. Biola, I come to you because I think say the next set of major questions then for you, then come to one whether whose challenges are in the face and environmentally sustainable practices then at the ports. The one then be your question. And then the one other question where somebody asked a broader question say, despite your good relationship with Standards Bureau, you want to know how come still substandard goods in the market where I think you want to make a point say whether this partnership is watertight enough and how they do for enforce. But over to you, sir.
Thank you so very much, and I appreciate the questions. I want to use this opportunity to thank you, brother, when you give me this award. I don't know you, but you don't know yourself much, yeah? Thank you. And then, with regards to the challenges we don't talk about, for we at the port, we get major ones there. I want to follow this one clear, please. We get the maritime piracy, like the Gulf of Guinea. Now, one Palestinian now, they get into the fabric of the maritime activities right now. Meaning, people that will attack vessels them, and then that they get a long route for cancer. Because of that reason, we noticed that say that they want more fuel and all. So that one part is major challenge down there what they get, and then the squatters out there around the area. That one day we don't work with ONSM for let the able pull squatters and then like with the honorable minister they say so for Estates airfield, that's what get them back again and port and they back up the perimeter fences there. So what they don't do now, they don't create a way where they able to get a proper drainage for let to be able to control the water. But that notwithstanding, we don't get machines and now they will be able to water them when they can. And then the other one therefore do with container exiting the port, where we don't agree say that say after hour the full container they exit the port. That one day back again, we don't review and we don't sit down again with police and SLIS say we container ready for go out, therefore do the guest na streets. And then coming again to the environmental aspect, yeah, we just don't sign up another agreement with the IMO 2020 where they deal with low sulfur content. That's one environmental thing. Because vessels when they come in, they burn a lot of the one way is not good for we here, not carbon monoxide. So because of this why we don't sign this agreement here, then we begin to hold the vessels and wake up. The only difficulty they get now are the port reception facility. We also engage with other contractors there because when you get somebody, when you pull in fear, you get forget outside the stocker. So we enroll one day as fast as possible. Then the other one where they talk about the relationship between and Standard Bureau. I make them very clear to them say most of the goods where they come inside the port, where they come inside the country, 98% they come through the port. But not to all the cargo that they see as street using a port to come up. They get other border areas there back again with the small goods there. We don't president told us that the port is that we don't create office or Standard Bureau at the port where they part of the clearance process. So for any examination what they do, Standard Bureau they did it. Me as the landlord, I don't get the right for go show says this is expired or not expired. Standard Bureau they go test. So the only thing I want to create, they create an enabling environment for them for operate and then no say this is an expired one or not expire one, then they do the rest. Not to be on duty that day. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Reverend, you get data for this man? You want to know data on accidents,
Thank you very much.
Yes.
Thank you very much, Mr. Minister, and the person who asked that question. At the moment, we get a software where we try to work on together with, supported by the World Bank and IROP, where we call Driver, with our data roll incidents and verification evaluation reports. This is a software where they make sure say we get all information of incidents where they occur, accidents and fatalities. But at the moment, we get different players the way they collect data on fatalities and serious injuries. So because of that, I'm not going to give you any data where might be different from what the police they give, what the statistics they give. But when I'm going to talk this afternoon, I mentioned to when I say between the ages of 15 and 24, now the third highest cause for death in this country, and 15 to 13 are the fourth highest after malaria and typhoid, etc. So we need for note say this is a very serious concern, and I want to give you information say in 2019 when the WHO did do the evaluation, they realized say we lost over $300 million as a result of the incidents there where they happen, where people then they die, people then they suffer serious injuries, then they become disabled, and something when we all put together and give we support, because each and every one of we for be road safety heroes. Make we try we best. Being a driver, you know, say they drive, drink carefully, and if you drink, not drive. If they drive, not drink. So that you don't drink.
Thank you very much, Reverend. We'll do one more round on this side. As I see, we also, even though we don't put to 4 hours, see we one out of time. So we'll do this. I don't come here. I don't come here now. I mean, oh yes, being asked question about Jala quickly. Use this mic. Yeah. Yes, sorry about that. Yeah.
Well, like I say, I just come, so but putting some few things anyway, you don't know it, I don't know about the MOU. However, I don't take you message home. I go check with my colleagues and we go take them up from there. So the status, of course, I don't know the status. Excellent. However, in terms of training, maritime training, they get standards. And we're highly regulated by the IMO where they set the standards for most of the trainings. Minister talk about the Regional Maritime University where they Ghana. So we they work in partnership with them, and we they do the STCW training. Anyone with them give now the trainer with them get certification. We it train you give certificate, authentic you they work any side. The Jala MOU, whatever the status is, we can take them from there later. Thank you.
All right. Also, the Hastings question, another for dismissal. Very important to continue to get additional information on this issue. We understand, say yes, the military, the minister say it's there for reclaim land with people. We don't go take, we don't belong to them. The one thing we get legitimate claim. Nobody, governments, military, nobody no get to arrest for harass a citizen. Government in job na for protect life and property, including your property we get. So if anybody gets any major issue, we say all this, we get mechanisms them for them to report that issue, then I will assure you so the appropriate authorities that will take the right steps. As minister, I just engage with my colleague, we will continue to find out more information on this issue. We say just get this information over the past few days, and we dig deep. Ministry of Land say, oh no, not to them, and but we understand say that particularly the airfield, and the people living on the bill, and the military don't ask for user for the upcoming ECOMO Commission. And that field now one of the assets that we will need for reclaim. So yes, they don't ask some people for move, and the one don't go build again. If you go build, you also middle the field yourself, and they just care for pull you there. But there are steps that government will make sure say it consistent with the law. Okay, let's see all the hand there, then I will do the appropriate. So I start with Bakamara number 1, Musa number 2. I want Uma no there. No, wait. No, corrupt me. Adia, don't here. Oh, so don't go 1, Musa number 2, the gentleman the number 3 in the blue, gentleman the number 4, with the woman. Number 5, and now the woman the number 6. I'm Muslim and feminist. I don't forgive access to all women. Go ahead.
Mohammed Kamara, The Watch, Sankara, Media. Mr. Minister, the last time we interviewed you, we promised that after the interview, also we dedicate all the functions that go to you people that do so the office. We promise we investigate, help you investigate, by investigation will come out. SNRE, for every one whole household, you get 9 to 15 potholes. The main road is worst. Our vice in the camp is a big ship to Siberian. Wakafai. Mr. Minister, we hope Siberians of Pansay and local government change Mamiyo Kotorani. This is a great slap to the nationalistic values of Siberians. This man, Wakafai say, now the green, white, and blue, whether with national emblem, what we will be proud of, where people will talk to us not before self, they change that because of the breaches. How big a slap is. Mr. Minister, before you gather here, the public sector urge you, let it reverse and back. Make the people of green, white, and blue, and those that they will go unrepresented. 2, Wakafai 2. Not facing ministers, they hate you, women they hate, what I say, then they get for them Russia. Number 3, I put up before you say, the president, the outgoing president of Scenario Demagino talks are not fun apart in terms of percentages. 3, I come to Mr. Yakubu all is well with you, sir, except that one. They equally they grumble for the escalation of prices per container. That's equally they contribute for hiking prices out there. You, sir, maritime, sir, you talk about the outgoing direct revenue of South Korea. Tell me something. You equally contribute to all the socio-economic problems in this country. Because when I say, when I dig the water much more deeper, for allow big ships to work out, and that's about 18 months as the feasibility studies being conducted.
Alright, no. At some point, I got to stop you. You know, say, with you, I give exceptional latitude. I am the dean of all the journalism there.
Now the only celebrity where they allow, other than the high table, now know why they allow for ask question like that. So I know let us see that example, let misunderstand, say you say they go on. The rest of them are 30 seconds, sharp. Mr. Go ahead. Yes.
I work with Democracy Radio 98.1. Main question for Yakuba Biu. What is the status of the Sarah Lighthouse and how you can describe them as boss as a port authority? And to the Salon Maritime representative, how important the Sarah Lighthouse be in terms of protecting the water and the security of the citizens there? Thank you.
Thank you very much, Musa. Number 3, the gentleman in the blue.
Nina Bokari Kamara, I write for the equity. This one are for the minister. And Mr. Minister, we get the Sierra Leone shipping coming, and there is a law for say all MDAs for do clearing and forwarding this coming. But it seems as anything happen. Why? And you don't think say the government they lost because MDAs and they do with private entity. Thank you very much.
Thank you. All right, we try for end this at 4:15. I want to apologize to the house that we can go live because we don't go longer than normal. Yes, go ahead.
Mina John Kelly Mara, I report for David.
Reverend Smart.
Reverend Smart. 39 staff arrested by ACC Scorpion Squad, and also 103 staff terminated. What's in the about situation, sir? And also, some people go to the Minister of General Education, sir. When fair price the go up, sir, the transportation fare they increase. Both fair price cannot.
Wait. I don't want to ask question we will not give you answer. 39 arrested now. SLRSA, and then 103 have been terminated. Okay, all right, go ahead. Yeah? Okay.
Second question, sir, to Minister of Transportation.
Yes.
And when fuel price they go up, transport fare increase. But we cannot, transport fare increase at all. Why when fuel price they cannot leave the transport fare increase? Thank you very much.
All right, thank you. Next. Now the two lady then quickly, then we will wrap up.
Mina is understanding the report for Voices Online TV. Federal Safety Authority,
they are not keep quiet, so listen to the question.
Lead pump accidents and the frequently because the road very fast. Not for the Wilkinson road, and they allow the vehicles for passing. And people are late for go work, people are late for go school. So I don't know if now we feel like pick up buses. We go to pick people because by 10 bus they come all lovely for camp, they don't full. By 10 bus they come all bus station for go, they don't full. So people can get plenty now in case they need to get transport.
All right, thank you very much. This is an issue we don't come up before. I see Mr. Shaka there as well. I don't see the minister has something to say about you, but I'll get a minute for do that. May we go to the final question, then we'll go on.
Real name na Maria Mabundu, the report for News Times Daily. My question about waiting the Mr. Isaac I don't do concerning the public transport where they use iron because sometimes they will understand say they will change all the seats there where they iron, where maybe accidents happen, where they cause more damage. Waiting now, how far we don't go for change the seats and they for put into another seat?
Iron seats then also?
Yes,
all right.
Public transport.
Okay, thank you very much. I want to apologize to Unawe and not be able to get to, as you can see. Today we don't already go past 4 o'clock, okay, not 3:30, and we still get for answer the question. I tell you, thank you for the interest. I can encourage you now to send the question online. If you send it online, you get a better chance for asking
But if you get additional question and burning questions, send them through me. I promise you I'll get the answer and I will send them to you directly. Mr. Minister, I'll start with you this time. We get quite a few questions on the sector, but I don't see if we get a couple of comments from Exxon Transport in 2 minutes.
Yeah, so I will just do this one quickly. I just want to let look to my left. When I will see a gentleman who is down by the name of Mr. Hidulo Shaka, please stand up. This is the gentleman really they behind this whole project, and the project coordinator. That World Bank money where they give out 52 million, and the coordinator say that done. And now, because of that performance, the performance of the ministry, and also His Excellency President Bio's continuous support, the World Bank also gives $74 million. We now in together with others them back, get for manage that funding. So let's put our hands together for that. This Waka Fine project, everything I hand.
I need to make Waka Fine. Correct, man. Thank you, Mr.
Then going to the questions, then quickly, somebody talk about the SLNSC, the 40%. It not be mentioned, but 40% indeed, instead of forgive. And we did honor. Me and the head, the ED, the GM, we don't send correspondence to some of the other ministries as well. Then we push them for let them go work with the SLNSC. So not only them, but even the mining companies and as well. Today I can assure you say Kiho, because of the pressure, Kiho now they ship through the SLNSC. So we can push for the others them as well for follow suit. But that act we currently don't review them, it don't go through cabinet, and the next step now will go through parliament, we will give them more powers for push towards that direction. The other question on the fuel price, Mr. Ken Green will handle that.
All right, Mr. Ken Green, you get a few questions in here. One, now that if fuel they go up, transport they go up, where the fuel can down, they reflect in the transport fare. And one of the questions that you get. And then there was about the iron sits there as the regulator on a safety issue. Okay, so well, you talk on this fuel price, you get a comment for say on that, and then we'll go over to the reverend. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, thank you very much, Honorable Minister. Waiting don't they happen at this point. Now, when people that they think say, now fuel, now the only cost will involve for operate public transport. So you think say, as fuel goes so, price for gold. If fuel candle, price for candle. Waiting a one make fun with the note today. Fuel now just one of many variables them will involved in the operation of public transport. We know they talk about spare parts. You spare parts price not go down. We they talk about tire. That person where they run in company, he gets staff there. We know they remember that. He gets rent for pay. He get bills. Now the entire cost. Now you put the entire operating cost. Now you think of when you consider fair price. So what thing we do, I'm glad the way the Honorable Minister recognized the project's coordinator, Mr. Hidulo Shaka. We still don't. Say the way they don't do it wrong because not to fear no more by the operating cost of Mutuka. We look at all the other costs that were involved, including staff costs and administrative costs. People say we buy that cost for pins. We look at all of that. Then before we factor the fear we want to put there and make sure say, as it happens in international best practice, now only once a year you review fear. At the time I only listen this. But in that we put a ceiling with fear in particular for it and the floor where it will go below before it trigger a review. We say fear at this moment was 28 leos 50 cents. If we go past 35 leos, then apart from all the other variables that we that to be enough for trigger a review. Again, so for make we see if we put price up. Again, if you go beyond that flooding with that 25 leos, that's for be another trigger for causeway for review, fuel price. But you know past this
it's still within the bracket.
It there within all the variables that will be factor into setting that fear. And
that's sorry, man, for cutting.
Okay, thank you.
So, Reverend Smart Tennessee, you gave a couple of questions. One about the portals, iron seats, but also this question: what's the institution with regards to allegations of corruption, arrest, and things like that?
Thank you very much, Mr. Minister. Somebody asked about the potholes. That's one not only responsibility actually, even though we contribute to the road maintenance fund. Just last year, we've been handed over to road maintenance fund over 10 billion leons, with a 10 million leons, the new notes. And the reason for that is now for that they take care of the sidages and also maintenance on the roads. But however, one for make we know say this year, the way the rain for them in this country is seriously embarrassed them. And then if they go around town, you will notice a lot of traffic because they don't try they do some maintenance now that they really
We'll get them for Kanaya, so let's focus on Union area now.
Next, we get somebody talk about 39 staff with arrests. Yes, of course, we get an integration with the National Revenue Authority for make we collect income tax and circulation fee. But some of them start the day, we notice say they play some fraudulent activities, and since His Excellency, we don't tell we say we not for condone corruption. And so you notice, say, anti-corruption will get for coming and the day on the investigation. Somebody also mentioned, say, 103 staff terminated or dismissed. I'm not sure on SLRC. Of course, 2 years ago, we've been dismissed and terminated some of the staff them, but that not be even reached 15. We've been involved in fake driver's license. Because we believe in zero tolerance to corruption, we been therefore investigate and even been bring camp anti-corruption. Some of them staff they will be dismissed them, but not up to even 15.
All right.
Then red pump accidents.
Yeah,
red pump accidents. We are not to get information about that.
Well, it just they call attention, say no, pay attention. That was not a question. Say we just want to pay attention to it.
Now the metal seats, we get regulations where they talk about that, and we go after them vehicles today where they run and still get metal seats. We don't do regulation that no seats in this country, not for they carry metal seats. So we get after them now, and we don't say some of them, they are corners them way around Freetown. We don't prohibit a good number of them, and we hope say that's going to be resolved.
All right, thank you very much. Like Anthony Waterman, quickly. There's a question on Sarah Lighthouse, very important. The importance of Sarah Lighthouse and what you do about it. And I think for you, Mr. Bill, within NIABIN also say there's escalation of prices per container. So why don't you comment on that? So it's you, yeah.
Thank you so very much. And at the talk on the escalation of prices, I wish we conclude with that we able to get evidence and following when exactly waiting increase. Because from 1996, we don't increase the tariff at all. But and one party thing and they will try to push now to the minister so that the minister will make no increase the tariff. And then secondly, I explained to them and say one of the biggest challenge now we get all over the world and the Gulf of Guinea because of the piracy and other things going on, and they get a long route. Even China, if you don't use for send container for $4,000, now they take for $12,000. So it is beyond our own control, we not get control over it. Yeah? And tax, we wanted to collect tax and customs not act 6% yet, up to now. Until and unless I wait again for you evidences, then I can. But as far as we're concerned, everything remains the same.
All right, the state of Sarah Lighthouse.
State of Sarah Lighthouse. So I want to thank the minister again, Honorable Alhaji Fande Toure, because Sarah Lighthouse fight and the fight way may not be easy for the boat. Because we get squatters of people that don't go see on the way for problem. We did for over 3 years for the first one day for them. Unfortunately for them, they don't get any document, but they still they go to court, they get who and all. We together for do now, we have to pull and get ownership of the property back. And then secondly, what we do, we make sure say we get to start them presence now that Lighthouse, the pilots them, as well as the security, and after the security place, we don't ban, we don't vest it all over it. And then near Lighthouse, that day we get to start quarters there. So what we do now, we intend to start now say, you in the Lighthouse, if you're not security now, sure. So for let nobody know what again for what take everything. And then now 8-stone navigation. The 8-stone navigation meaning that the lights the day for like vessels the way they can for let the able use. For far too long that thing we don't go down. And not to see where you say that easy money for replace. So we don't work with UNDP again. UNDP we don't see they support people, still wait for the support. For law, we get the lighthouse working. But as it is now, we don't get the money. But that notwithstanding, where we talk about modernization, we get the AI system, the automatic identification system, wherein any sign out you use that for letting able to know versus the way they can. So the coordination and that we use, they will use with technology, we phone them and other things for like communicate with the lighthouse. Like I say, we just don't take over lighthouse back. We still get processes that they put in place and all. We don't lose again with SLMA because we want for the SLMA back again occupy the lighthouse, we'll all do together and do one. Yeah. So we still get back to now.
Yes, I think same question.
Yes,
How important it is?
Yes, so we
extensively,
extensively talk about the lighthouse. The lighthouse very important. Again, like we say, aids to navigation. Lighthouse now one of the key areas that way important in the aids to navigation. Apart from that, we get buoys and other things. And so we also do work on that. We don't engage them before. We even get a plan for visiting together. But I think we may ED come back, we get a chance there for doing. There's a lot going on there. Like I say, they don't go down, but together they get the facility. Together with the support of the minister, we will go there again and take it up from there. You may ask 2 questions, but you'll be very fast because time is late. I don't know.
No, the other one was about
talk about predecessor.
What the predecessor will do for Anthrax. I think it's able to put the flag down for Anthrax, puts them for cancer alone or shipping.
During the predecessor in time, they bring some experts from the UK. We say they can't help people conduct feasibility studies for the Atlantic Ocean much more deeper for the access to bigger.
For increase. Okay, well, this man saying just got 3 weeks ago.
So yes, will they work with the UK Hydrographic Office? Okay. So they work with them also. They get for even coming country very shortly. We don't retain them as we charting authority. So there is a work going on there.
Mr. Emmanuel B. Lansana from the Sierra Leone Maritime Administration, Mr. Yakubu Askabio from Sierra Leone Ports and Harbour Authority, Madam Musaya Obai from the Sierra Leone Civil Aviation Authority, Reverend Smart K. Senesi, we come out from the Sierra Leone Road Safety Authority, and of course, Mr. Ken Green, we come out from the Public Transport Authority. Honorable Minister Alhaji retired Colonel Fande Toure, Deputy Minister Abdelaziz Bawo, and all members of the Fourth Estate. It's been a fantastic conversation. And for congratulating the Minister for leadership, and for congratulating my brother them and my sister. Una make me as a saloon person proud. That's things that happen in this country, not just Una, but on our team, Mr. Shaka there, CC Ports. Some of the ports they always a and some of me come with and sit down, but all the rest of the team then do work on they do. This is a sign say the vision of His Excellency President Bio, they in very competent hands. And I want to encourage other ministries as well to take and follow this lead. Now go in depth sometimes into one particular ministry and look at every single angle, because even in this conversation, we see the connection. To all the media partners that we make this happen, I want to tell them plenty. Thank you to people in Asalo. We don't patient with me even as we go past the time for following live until we meet again next week. Assalamu alaikum.